everybody, it's Fancy. Thanks for coming to my channel and hang out with me for a little bit today. I have for you today a tag video, a beauty tag, the beauty consumer tag. This tag was created by 90s Love Child. I'll link her channel down below. She's a really cool content creator. She has like the most amazing hair, and her background is so cool. She has all these little pop culture, like little trinkets and things. Like she's very like kawaii pastel, like you'll love her. I'll link her down below, and I'll link her video for this in the cards. So yeah, today we're gonna talk about the beauty consumer tag. It's just like a series of questions asking you about your beauty spending habits, your makeup spending habits. And I just thought it would be kind of cool to sort of do a little self check-in, a little self-reflection. So if you're interested in seeing that, keep on watching. So the first question is, how much money do you spend on makeup in a month? I would say, depending on the month, $50 to $75, and not every single month, certainly. If you asked me this question in like 2016, my answer would probably be much higher, probably like over $100 a month, because I was way overspending, buying things I didn't need. Not every single month, like I said, but like I would go shopping a lot more for myself, because I was depressed and I was buying things to make myself happier, just to be frank. Now I'm a little bit smarter shopper. I don't go so often, and I'm a lot more, I guess I'm just a lot more aware of like what I need versus what I want. So my spending habits have gone down a lot. How much do I spend a year is the second part of the question. You know, maybe around $1,000 in a year. You know, buying things on sale, buying things with coupons. I am a bit of a smarter shopper. 2015, 2016 me, I had to have the new thing when it came out, like the day it launched or the next day after, like as soon as it was available, I had to go get it, and I'm a lot less inclined to go do that now. Spending wise, I've definitely chilled out. It's not as extreme as it used to be. It's because like I said, I don't shop constantly, but if you look at me within like a 2-month range, I probably spend $50 to $75 on makeup. Question number 2, do you ever feel guilty about how much you spend on makeup? I would say not anymore. This is gonna be a lot of like, if you talked to me 2 years ago. But yeah, if you talked to me a couple years ago, I probably would have said yes. I was more inclined to impulse buy or to buy as a means of like self-medicating. And I just don't do that anymore. So now when I do buy something, it's either because I feel like I need to have it to like replenish something in my collection, or it's something that I like really want, I feel like is valuable, and that I'm gonna use. So I don't typically feel guilty about spending money on makeup. But a couple years ago, there were times where I was definitely like, what did I do? Kind of thing. So question number 3, do you get FOMO related to new makeup releases? Kinda. Sometimes, like the Melt Amore Eterno collection, like that highlighter and those two like matchy palettes that like you line them up and they make like a skull. Yeah, I kind of had FOMO on that. And then when the reviews came out, like the palettes didn't get super great reviews, and a lot of people are kind of dogging Melt's formula lately, so I've lost that FOMO a little bit on that particular product, but I still get it pretty much whenever anything like super cool looking comes out. Like I'm a sucker for really pretty packaging, so like if something looks really pretty, I'm like, oh, I want it. Even though like, do I need it? No. And I do have that like, ooh, I might not be able to get it, but I've noticed that limited edition doesn't mean limited edition anymore. So chances are, if you want something, you'll probably be able to get it in a couple of months. Not everything. Some things go whoosh off the shelf and there's nothing you can do about it. Like the Amrezy highlight from a few years ago. I missed out on that, and everybody raves about the formula of that. So, you know, that's something that I missed, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I do definitely get FOMO from time to time on new makeup releases. Question number 4, do you purchase or keep items simply because they're limited edition? Yes. I remember several years ago, Nikki Tutorials came out with her Too Faced collab. I had to have that thing because like I loved her. She's the one that like taught me everything about how to do glam makeup, and I'm really like, I'm just really grateful for her existence in this world, because she opened my eyes to like a whole new way of doing my makeup, which I thought was really cool, which I think is really cool. Nikki Tutorials had that collab with Too Faced, like I had to have it. It was like, it's gonna be limited edition, I'm not gonna be able to get it. And like it did sell out on one avenue and I had to like weasel my way to get it. I did end up getting it. It did end up being a shit show, which sucks because I love Nicki, but like I had to have that thing. And then I also have the Urban Decay, the Alice Through the Looking Glass, the Butterfly palette. Like, oh, I had to have that thing. I had to have it. That packaging's like, yeah, I will buy things because they're limited edition, although not to the degree that I used to. I'm a lot less like, oh, I gotta have it. Like the Urban Decay Game of Thrones collection was all limited edition, right? And like when they first teased it, I was like, ooh, getting it. And then when I saw the palette, and it's this big flock of like, it wasn't exciting, and it had that little fold out throne. Like nothing about it was jazzy or interesting. So I was like, oh, okay, you're gonna do us like that. And then Game of Thrones did us how they did us. And I was just like, wow. Double D's, you really screwed the pooch on that one. Just FYI, in case you missed it, in case you're watching random makeup videos on YouTube. Y'all suck. But yeah, I'm definitely a limited edition like keeper collector, but I'm not as inclined to get it now. Although I still probably would purchase certain limited edition items if they really like tickled my fancy. Question number 5, would you be willing to pay more for a sold out item online? Like if there was a limited edition item that sold out and then now they're popping up on eBay or Mercari, all those different marketplaces, that will happen. Things that have been sold out will pop up online for like really inflated prices. It's just like ticket scalpers at concerts and things like that. No, there's no way in hell I'm gonna do that. I think it's really shitty and crappy for people who aren't even interested in makeup. They don't even want one, and then they'll buy 10 of the same palette just to make it sell out so that they can then go sell it for like $75 as opposed to the $30 or $40 that it was marketed at in the first place. So I'm not gonna participate in that. No ma'am. Question number 6, do you wish you could spend more or less? I feel like I'm pretty comfortable in my spending habits now. I've definitely gotten a hold of myself and my like, I want it, but do I need it situation. I feel like I have a really good handle on that. I have a nicely rounded collection. There's not a lot of stuff that I'm missing or that I don't have or that I can't dupe or make work. I'm a lot more picky about what I purchase these days than I used to be, so I'm fine with what I spend. I feel like I've found my way of spending within my means. And still, you know, keeping myself happy and treating myself every now and then, but not going crazy. Question number 7, do you feel compelled to buy something when you see it in someone else's collection? This really doesn't necessarily apply to me in my real life because I am the only person that I know that has a collection of makeup to the degree that I do and has the interest in makeup and beauty products that I do. Most people I know in my real personal life don't give a crap. They don't have like the abundance of makeup. They're just not as into it as I am. I don't really have that, but when I see things like on YouTubers videos that like I watch, like Mel Thompson, I get a lot of like, ooh, from her because she gets so much stuff. Like she buys a lot. She buys a lot of things with her own money, and I think she does get a bit of PR. I do like, ooh, I really wanted it, so pretty, and like the way she's so great at like showcasing the product. She just loves makeup. She loves to play in it. She likes to play with textures. She likes to touch eyeshadows. She likes to touch everything and like show you and like, ooh, ah. She's very just into it. So because of her enthusiasm, it's like, yeah, heck yeah, I need that thing. I absolutely need that thing. So it's not so much that I see it in someone's collection. I think it's more in the way of like they talking about it and influencers that like I either agree with or believe in pretty well, that I trust. And you know, if they say something's good, then I'm probably like, well, maybe I should try it out. But in my personal life, no, I don't even see other people's collections. Nobody has a collection that I can play in. So it's kind of lame. Question number 8, do you buy more during the holidays? I really don't. Even in the past, like holidays, I'm just really more of a, I have my list of people that I gotta get stuff for. And like, I know like my husband generally takes really good care of me at the holidays. So like, he goes and buys me makeup sometimes, and he goes and, you know, like for my birthday, he got me some palettes. Gift giving holidays, I get taken care of fairly well by my family and friends. So I don't feel the need to like get stuff for myself because like I know stuff is coming to me. Also, you know, New Year's sales. My birthday is right at the end of December and Christmas is there. So right after that, a lot of stuff goes on sale. So if I didn't get something that I was like kind of eyeballing or hoping for, I'll just go get it. After I really don't spend more on myself or buy more at the holidays beauty-wise than I really at all. I buy very little. Question number 9, have you ever hidden a makeup purchase from family or friends? Maybe. Again, not so much anymore, but definitely in the past when I have like impulse bought something or bought something out of sadness, I wouldn't necessarily like hide it forever, but I would just like stuff it away for a few days and not make a thing of it. Whereas other times when like I have the money and it's okay for me to get it, I'm like, honey, look what I got, da, da, da. It's not like I'm like hiding anything from my husband. I kind of get embarrassed that I went and got something that I didn't need. So I would like kind of just hide it away for a couple days and then just casually bring it up. I don't ever like to be like, you're like, I gotta hide boxes and stuff. Like, that's not the relationship that we have. We're honest and open with each other. Because I mean, we both have access to the bank account. We can see, like, he can see Ulta. Like, but it's just more of like a personal, like, icky feeling than like, ooh, I gotta hide because he's gonna like be mad at me. You know what I mean? So I have hidden things, but only because of like personal shame of like, ugh, I don't need to buy stuff. I buy stuff to make me feel better kind of thing. Like, I need therapy essentially, and shopping is not therapy. Like, I'm way less inclined to do that now because I've really reined in my spending habits, but I definitely have before. Question number 10. Do you have more than 10 products in your collection that you have not used in over a month? Yeah, for sure. Tons of lipsticks and liners and eyeliners that I don't use all of the time. Probably a lot of it could be not donated, but just decluttered, gotten rid of because it's either not usable or I'm just never going to use it. I've already done a declutter, so I don't know. It's stuff that like I'm just emotionally attached to, or like, oh, but I really like it. I definitely have products that I haven't used in over a month. All right, question number 11. Have you ever been pressured to purchase something you can't afford or don't need? Not by a friend, only by like salespeople in the store. I still remember this because it just bothers me. I went into Ulta 2015, I want to say 2015, 2016, just shopping, and I didn't have anything on my face. I was barefaced, and I think I had forgotten moisturizer. Like, I was looking like a whole mess that day, but whatever. Browsing eyeshadows and stuff. I'm not even looking at skincare. This lady Gail comes over to me, and she's trying to like sell me this like really $60 something like dragon fruit primer or something from some really expensive brand that I can't even remember, but it was like $60 something at the time. And then for like a little pot of like primer, and she was just like, oh, it makes you so like smooth and this, that. I'm like, yeah, I don't know, I'm not really into it. I'm just kind of, you know, browsing right now, and I was like, these are really pretty. And she said something to the effect of like, oh, you look like you clean up nice, which I was like, excuse me? I'm clean now, bitch. So just like that interaction kind of bothered me, and I was like, well, I'm definitely not buying your $60 something dragon primer now. But yeah, only by like salespeople. My friends, my family certainly are like, go spend money you don't have. Like, they don't do that. No, so no, I don't feel pressured to buy expensive things that I can't afford. I feel a desire to buy them sometimes, but I don't feel pressured like you must have this. I'm well past the age of like being influenced by someone just on their word alone. Like, I'm gonna watch several reviews, I'm gonna read several reviews, I'm gonna do my research on something pricey. I'm not just gonna go get it just because somebody told me to. Number 12, do you purchase for collector's reasons? Yeah, I'm an ABH palette collector, and I'm still collecting the Urban Decay Naked palettes. I still have all of those. I don't have the Honey one yet, and I don't have the Naked Reloaded. They're both available. I will eventually get to them. Same with the Anastasia palettes. Right now, I don't have the Carly Bible and the new Amrezy that just came out. They're like 16-pan one. I don't have those yet. I think the Amrezy like literally just dropped yesterday. But I'll probably get them. I'll probably get them at some point. And like, I do like to look in my drawer and just see them all like lined up together all nicely, and like, so yes, I do. But not to like the I gotta get it as soon as it comes out level. I'm more aware of like, it might go to TJ Maxx and maybe I'll get it then. You know what I mean? So we're gonna see how things go with that. I really kind of want to branch into more independent brands. Like I've bought some glitters from Midas Cosmetics, and I haven't tried any of their other stuff, but like I know they have eyeshadows. I think they might have blushes. So like I'm kind of interested in seeing and just trying more of their products and these other different brands that are more indie that aren't sold in the bigger stores. The only thing that holds me back from that is like the rewards at Ulta. Like at Ulta's always like you get 5 times points on this brand, or you get 150 bonus points if you buy a Too Faced palette or whatever. They do that, it's like, ooh, but free money, because the way Ulta rewards works is like it's actual money that you can get, and like you can go spend no dollars and get $50 worth of stuff if you want sometimes. That's the thing that holds me back from buying from indie brands, is because they don't have those reward systems, but a lot of times they're run by one person, and that's why they don't have those rewards programs. So I'm just trying to figure out a way to balance that and be able to use maybe my makeup budget a little bit more outside of the bigger conglomerate store realm. So yeah, maybe I'll start like an indie collection, but I do collect the ABH palettes and the Urban Decay Naked palettes, even though like I hardly use them and they're not even good anymore. It's just like so nice to see them all lined up, you know? So number 13, in your makeup journey, have you become more or less consumeristic? I would say I've definitely become less consumeristic. I'm more aware of like asking myself, do I have these shades? Do I have something similar? Is this really as revolutionary as the claims are? You know, I'm just a little bit more aware of the marketing tactics that are pushed in our face, so I'm more inclined to question my own desire to purchase something, which is a huge step in the anti-consumerism realm. I know that for myself personally, I'm definitely less inclined to buy in the way that I would have been maybe 4 years ago. You know, I've grown to be less consumeristic, but I do love to buy stuff. I do love a bargain. It's a toss-up, but I'm definitely less consumeristic than I used to be. Alright guys, that was it for today. That was the beauty consumer tag, originated by 90s Love Child. Again, check her out if you haven't already. If you're watching me, you'll probably watch her, but if you don't watch her, check her out. I'm linking her channel down below, and this video specifically that she did. She originated this tag, so if you recreate this tag, definitely tag her. But I would also love to know, you know, I'd love to see your video responses as well. So if you do, be sure to let me know that you made one and I'll go check it. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching and hanging out with me today. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. All that good stuff. And I will see you guys next time.